Hello. Hi. Hello. Dumelang. It's a lunchtime with Gogo. Yeah, this week it's our very last week. Very last week. So let's keep going. Yeah. Hello. Dumelang. Hi. Hello.
Sanibonani bantu bethu. Hello,
Hi,
how is
Gogo.
yebo right sila.
Yes. We are here.
Yebo.
Hello, guys. Health Promotion Mondays with the Gogo called to serve. She has been serving the men this month. She has been giving and serving the men to make sure that they are also included in this Movember. So yeah, we are here to sort of give the final thoughts, final empowerment in terms of men's health, Movember. We covered a lot. We covered the alternative model in terms of mental health. What is actually contributing to their mental health? And we found out that, this male part, that is actually the male reproductive organ, which is the prostate, doesn't just serve a purpose in terms of just producing what babies are made up of, the sperms. It's more than that. It contributes to their mental health, and also the lifestyle choices that we make that actually put them in danger. They themselves, the things that they do, we prepare the food mainly. So the kind of food that we prepare, that we should now be intentional about it. The main message behind what we are saying is intentionality. Let's start thinking about the things that we do. Why do we do them? And do we need to tweak or change or adapt, whatever it is. So yeah, Gogo, welcome. We look forward to today's discussion, and yeah, we know you always dish out the best for lunch. It's Monday, we are detoxing. So today it's ABC Day. It's ABC Day, we are detoxing.
Yeah, you have
We
to.
we are on the red mixture today, the ABC, to our viewers out there. So ABC, if you don't know, it's Gogo's famous recipe: apple, banana, carrot. Today, or banana or beetroot. So today I added both. I said B times 2, B2. I said B2. So I added banana and beetroot. Yeah, so that's my definition of B2 from today. Uh,
Good. Powerful. No, we took, and if you have the basics, it's up to individuals to add. You can add the banana, you can add the pineapple. You
yeah,
play, you create something, and especially you would know, why do I have to add this? For instance, on that menu,
true.
it's the liver and other organs, but mainly when I add pineapple, I'm now targeting what? My kidneys, you see.
The kidneys, yeah, yeah,
So the
yeah,
tweaking is it's perfect, and we work on
yeah.
budget. If you don't have, show it, apple, preferably green apple, but
Yeah, yeah,
apple is fine, and beetroot at home, sihwete, carrot, and those things, when you check them, they work perfectly well. You have your
yeah,
green there, which is the green apple, okay?
yeah,
Your cell health, support function, arterial function, your lungs, your liver, they are
yeah.
taken care of on that apple, Then
And
you come
the gut, those
and
that love stuff, flat stomachs, apple, simple, is your go-to. Is your
fiber.
go-to.
Fiber is there. Don't peel it off. Fiber,
Yeah.
fiber.
With the
Your
seeds,
gut,
don't peel it off, don't remove the seeds, blend that thing, blend it.
and it's so simple to
Yeah,
take care of your health. It's very simple and inexpensive. Yes,
very much so.
from yo. Okay. I'll go on. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, guys. Always, very, 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 very exciting. And I hear you are saying it's the last Monday today. If I heard very well, and I don't know, because truly speaking, I don't think I have done anything to share this exciting topic. about our men, because honestly, as I say, they are not many. We are in majority, we women. Now,
True.
look, men every day. Hey,
Waiting.
it's
Waiting.
it's really not. It's not. And hey, before I get being attacked, let me not say that. They need to take responsibility for in their own hands for their health. If there's one thing this month that I have stressed is that men wake up, guys, because if not, yeah, you hurt us also. You hurt us because we love you. We honestly love you. That's why we have put even this month and any other day to talk to men and our leaders, a support system. YM has created a space, a safe space to show how much we care and love our men.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for me, it's all about empowering them also. When you started, you say, you mentioned the word deliberate, and I can't overemphasize that men should be deliberate about taking their health and cooperate. Other things we just learn. Even if we don't love them, we learn to love them for the sake of taking care of that body. Yeah, and I wanted to say, if we could understand that we are not just so concerned and share awareness about this, the reason behind the seed that is planted is in you. It has to germinate that seed in you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's also now another important thing, that there's a very treasure that is in you and me, of course. That's the Ruach, the Holy Spirit of Yahusha. And that will need the safe, which is this body that is kept in, including that seed. When there's no generation after you as a man, take responsibility also. Take responsibility because the seed is planted in you and it has to be nurtured, taken care of, and then
Preserved.
you then can plant it to somebody else.
Yeah.
To what? To germinate and grow. But if now you don't take care of that to be kept alive, and you don't even take care of the soil, prepare the soil where the seed needs to be planted. It's your responsibility at the end of the day
Yeah.
as a person implanted. So take a step back and think. Take a step back and think as we're gonna be sharing this so that you understand who are you. And that's another thing that I am going to stress, that time has come when individually, even if you are a woman or you are a man, we each and every one of us have to take a step back, a responsibility, and ask a question: why am I living? Why am I here? Why? What is my role individually?
Yeah.
So, because
Yeah.
that's the only thing that will help us not to be pointing fingers. Have you performed your role as a man? Have you performed your role as a woman? And most of the time, we find that we haven't assessed I haven't assessed myself, but I start to point a finger to somebody else. It's not fair, because the same can be done to you, to me, myself. What is it that I am doing myself to make things right? And I was thinking about this thing of always the host always point that knowledge is galore, and we acquire it. We acquire the knowledge, but do you understand what you have
Yeah.
acquired?
Yeah.
Do you understand
Yeah.
in you, not for somebody else? I think we need now to even understand that when Peter Scott was saying, people acknowledge and accept that things are not right, but it's not for me.
Yeah.
Something wrong about health, there's something wrong
Yeah.
about food. I have to eat the right amount of food. I understand that. I have knowledge about that, but I don't understand. And I'm not.
We even use the word understand very, very wrong. You know English. Because when you say you understand, it means you have the background knowledge of something. And now, because you have the background knowledge of something, isn't that enough to inspire you to want to change, to reflect, or just to reflect, to say, you know what, let's take school, simple school. How many kids do we have who pass with distinctions? They are metric, they pass with distinction, they are the top gear. And where do they end up, these kids? It just shows knowledge is, we all acquire knowledge. So even people, when they say I understand, no, you do not understand, you just know, you heard, you acquired knowledge about this thing, and that was it. Don't say you understand, because if you say you understand, your idea or about anything is gonna change or is going to be influenced somehow. So we loosely use the word understand. I don't think we really we conceptualize its meaning. The other one that you just said now about pointing fingers. When I was a lecturer, I always taught my students that, you know what, guys, here's the beauty about pointing fingers. Do you see? This is the beauty. Two, yes, is pointing at another person. But where is three pointing? Me.
It doesn't
Me.
point like this. It doesn't. Always
Never. So
and
as
with
you
this
are
one,
doing this,
this
however
one,
you do it, three.
it's always meaning only one, but four you. You see?
Yeah, yeah. So time for pointing fingers, done. It's gone. Yo, is it my network or what's network?
Medical function. Hello? Am I gone again?
Yeah, you disappeared there. I don't know whether it was me. No, you are fine. You are fine.
So he says, let your mind, let men. He didn't specify men but this I want to put it specifically for men. You know, he says, don't be. Ask yourself if you are always in the morning exhausted. You know, if you are relying on coffee or cigarette or Zol or anything that Coke,
Oh,
you know,
energy drink. Energy
uh,
drink.
energy drink, just to function, right? Feel bloated after every meal. Live with daily brain fog. This one, I liked it. I had to even go and Google and check what it means by fog. F-O-G. I
Yeah,
said, you know,
yeah,
this person wakes up in the morning, he's just staring eyes, he's just in a stupor. You
yeah,
ask questions, I don't know. What day is it? What is the date today?
yeah,
He's at work sometimes. You find him just sitting like this. And the mind is fogged. Blocked, blocked.
The picture I have of a fog, ne, it's actually like the, what do we call it? Where when you have this is it? It's not fog. What is it, man? The white thing where after it has rained and then just before the sun rises and muhudi.
Muhudi.
Yes, I have that picture in my mind, or even king cotton wool, you know, when imagine a white cotton wool, and that, because that's how people who have fog actually explain it. They say my mind is like a sponge, like cotton wool. It's just idling, like I cannot function Bo, I cannot function.
Not think. I cannot think well, you know.
Yeah,
Things,
yeah,
aches and pains are part of getting on. O dule wena o utlwile di-pain, o le jwang, and o nahana hore these are the acute signs hore, hey, something is not right with you. Do
yeah,
something.
yeah,
Don't take shortcuts because all of them, can you see how much they are working on the mental health? All these things that
exactly.
I have mentioned right now, they are working on your mind. No matter
Yeah,
what, they are
yeah,
affecting your mind. Okay? And these are not
that,
signs. There are those who are, hey, man, moholo man, hey, ke a hola ho hula ho. Hey, wait,
ha,
matata ana
ha,
in,
ha,
no, no signs. Even if I'm old, I'm 73 now, even if that is the case, I cannot give such excuses. Once I
no,
have these
not at
things,
all.
it, it is my problem that I have
Yeah,
called upon myself. Period.
and
No one else.
it also shows how much we don't know our bodies, because guys, we like to have this excuse of old age. But do we even know that our cells, our organs rejuvenate themselves? We when we live a healthy lifestyle, your organs are getting renewed every period. Each part has a period when it starts with your 21 days, others it's 60 days, others it's years. But
That's
every
every day,
organ,
like the
every
steam.
cell has a way
The
in which
steam.
it gets reborn. And ask yourself this question, guys. Why are we now all of a sudden talking about stem cells research? If our bodies did not have the ability to reinvent themselves, to bring in new cells, why are we talking about stem cells nowadays? Why is it a buzzword? Why are people after our the pieces of cells? Because stem cells are just like your seed, the seed which has the DNA, and they want to use that to go and regenerate a new organ somewhere. So if we did not think that our bodies are that powerful to heal themselves, to restore themselves, I go and look at the issue of stem cells, and you will be amazed. So we have the ability to actually renew our organs and help them to be restored, to go back to how they are. This thing of yes, I'm old now, like Gogo is saying, I'm 70, I'm 80 years. No, guys, no. Lifestyle, period.
Hey, the 8 essentials of complete healthy living. That's the bottom line.
The bottom
Where
line.
we are given those 8 pills for a reason that you have just described now. If we fail though to use those physicians daily, yes, we are inviting diseases to ourselves. That's what
No,
we are
you
manufacturing.
know.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
nature,
Hi, Cozy.
physician,
Thank you. You're gonna help me to like. Thank you very much.
nature is the physician of our disease. Nature is a physician
Nature.
of our
Nature.
disease. Nature, right?
Yes.
Disease
Yes.
never comes without a
Free
cause.
of charge. Free of charge. No payment. None. Zero.
Hmm? And the way is prepared and disease is invited by disregard of these 8 natural pills, physicians. I don't care who are you, because people would always love to have your credentials of, I don't want to talk, I don't want to talk about these papers that people are holding and bragging about them. I, I speak here representing the Heavens University. Anyone who
Oh,
asks me,
yes.
where somebody was asking, which institution did you train the medical
Oh.
missionary at? I said, you know what? You'll be shocked. My university is this one. And
You're
my
the best.
it's one. My textbook has got everything. It's got accounting.
Everything.
It's got
Everything.
it's got everything. My
It
textbook.
has a prescription. It has a
So
prescription.
the
Free
thing that
prescription.
people want, everything that you want. Anthropologists, people like Solomon, if you can check his credentials, he had these anthropologists. Who is that person? Philanthropist, whatever you call it. He had all those qualifications. Which university?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
which university?
Architecture, he built the temple according to the specifications given by her.
And
He was a judge.
project manager. He chose the right people who he had a vision. Like I am having a vision, but it goes all out to look for the people who will put the vision in the implementation. They don't just choose. So Solomon didn't just go and get anything and anyhow. He chose the one who, when he puts a brick, it shouldn't be taken off and say, no, the measurement is not right. So here, guys, we are not boasting, we are humbled. And all what I'm saying, don't come to me and ask what university and credentials that I have. I have the credentials of heaven. That's all. That must.
And by the way, me and you do have the worldly credentials. They did nothing for us. Nothing. They did nothing. We had to redo the schooling. We had to redo the schooling.
And
So we do have. We do have.
simple way, Yeah, thank you for also making that statement out there. We talk here not just because we don't understand. That is why we won't knock down any medical information. We are not the scientists behind. We are not going to do away with that. We are not enemies. All what we are saying, employ those services and have the
Yeah.
right questions when you go
Yes.
out to seek those
Yeah.
services.
Yeah.
You will be
And all
empowered
we
to
want,
ask the
what we
right.
want, yeah, what we want for to empower people in, I love what you always say. We want you to be your own doctor. If you happen to maybe go and consult, we want you to employ that doctor. Because if you are empowered, you will be able to ask the right questions. And honestly, this is not boasting. Guys, faith now has to work. We cannot continue to say we believe, but we do not have faith that works. A faith that must work. God still, yeah, the God, the true and one and true God, Jehovah, is still today very relevant. He still has a voice. He can talk to us. That is why he can school you. He can teach you. And all you need to do is what? Seek. He says, seek and you shall find. If you really want to seek,
And
you will find. And it does not mean we don't get
humble
sick.
yourself.
We do get sick. We do. We do
Yes.
get sick. But when
Even now,
we find that today there's something that's not right, what do I need to do? Because what Gogo was talking about, all the signs when you wake up in the morning, you feel tired, you need something to wake you up, and our bodies are communicating to us, but how we choose to respond to that which is being communicated is that we tend to do it by RSSD, by going to wrong things. So now we are saying,
I
let's undo that. Forget everything that you know. Forget and the only way you can learn in Yahweh School of Health is that you have to break down everything. I mean, don't just look at us. I can maybe we are like you. Look at Barbara O'Neill. Barbara O'Neill was a psychiatric nurse. She was a psychiatric nurse, you know. But unless the walls that you have broken, that you have built, whatever you think you know is actually teared down, it's buried. You are not going to hear the New Start message. You are not, because it's completely different from what you know. Complete. Who tells you to drink water when you have a headache?
yes. So those who have joined, good afternoon. Yeah, we are empowering our men here, and I'm hopeful that we all are gonna be learning. So we have mentioned, if someone feels what we have just mentioned, which are indicated by Dr. Heyman, if this sounds like you, the chances are you need to take a deeper look at your diet and lifestyle. That is the topic today. Check your markers. These are not just inconvenience, right? But they are biomarkers of deeper imbalances. It means you are not balanced, right? So understanding those warnings, warning signs, is also for you to intervene at the root of the cause. Why why am I feeling like this? Every day I am feeling like this. There's nothing. It's not somebody making you like this. It's not your difficult lifestyle that is making you like this. It is your diet and it is your lifestyle that is making you to feel like that, because all the challenges they do come to everyone. But if your life is balanced, you are going to handle things differently.
Yeah.
And guys, all what we need to ask Baton, change. And that is true what the host saying. This is a totally new message, and maybe down the drain, like my mother used to say, you will remember these words being alone in a small room toilet. It's only you alone there in that toilet. You will then bring to your memory what I have been telling you or what I have been advising you about. So, and it is what I'm saying also today, that experience, don't disregard the experience of the older people. Guys, we giving more years. It's not giving, hey, the happy birthday. No. Given those years, it's experience that Yahuwah is saying, my child, I'm giving you more, I'm adding more, so that you share the journey with those coming after you. So don't disregard this experience. I remember I saw something when I'm saying this. An older man, he comes to a driveway going to order food, and there's a lady coming after him. He's busy. Oh, this man. Oh, as we normally do to older people. The motor, it's slow. He would take his time, and then he will look to this menu on the driveway. He takes his time. So this lady is in a hurry, is just, so pissed off. And this guy saw her through the mirror. And when he comes to the other window, he pays his order. He even pays the lady's order. And then he passes to where he's going to collect the food. When she comes, this lady, to order, and the cashier said, no, the person in front, I thought you are together. He has already paid for your food. And it passes. When this guy collects, it's about, he says around 90s, ne? He collects both of them. He drives away. And when the lady arrives, excitedly, because he says, thank you very much. So this guy says, I teach you a lesson that never disregard the brains of an older person. So that's the moral of what I'm saying, that don't disregard the experiences that the older people have gone through, and they have seen them a lot. And in all aspects of life, take heed. So the journey that I'm sharing here. It's in fact a long testimony of life from 55 to now. So it's an experience, so that needs to be just be considered, that it's not just something that I thought, okay, go and research somebody's mind and then write and then come and share with you. No, it's things that are happening in my own family, in my life first, in my own family, in the other people that took responsibility and applied what they have learned from here. They give testimonies, and I think that's all what we are trying to do here. Now,
Yeah.
coming to
Before you pass, Gogo, before you pass, I want to add on what you said now. Experience sharing, I see, but here is something more. Beyond experience, before there were books, before there was even the Bible, what we now can touch and read, there was nothing written down. There was nothing. And you would ask yourself, how was knowledge passed from one generation to the other? It was through this that we are doing, because the grandparents, the parents, and even, that was his instruction to say, Adam and Eve, you need to teach your children this that I'm teaching you. And it went on from generation to Noah's era, where he had children and he was teaching them. A lot of people don't even know that Abraham, that we so love, was actually mentored by Noah and his son. People don't know that. So that's how knowledge was passed from one generation to the other. For us who were lucky to be raised by our, the grandparent, our grandmother, how we got to learn a lot about life, it was through her sharing the experience about life and teaching us, my children, look at this, be aware of this, blah, 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 in everything. So that is how knowledge, her recipes, they were never written anywhere. We were seeing them, we were learning by seeing, by practicing. And then now we are also teaching our children. So it's not even just about sharing experience, but it's also to preserve the knowledge, which has to go from one generation to the next. Because one time you won't be here, and or I might not be here, because life is not guaranteed. So somebody would have taken a seed and now is taking that seed and actually growing it. So that's why how knowledge is transferred from one generation to the other.
true, true, true. We strive to go back to the basics with this start new. We go to the basics. Hopefully, we are actually being clearly and understood, that we don't knock down any signs. But I was looking to one of the greats, philosopher. They call him the philosopher of disease, which was held by Hippocrates, ne? The so-called father of medicine. He taught that nature is the physician of our disease. He himself, being a philosopher of diseases, he understood that he cannot do anything if he doesn't incorporate, if he doesn't use nature as the first port of call. That is why he's got a quote that says, make food your medicine. And this is what we are trying to say. Now, this will save you to a lot of things whereby your body as a person needs to have these 8 colors every day. That's the green, ne? Okay, that will take care of a number of things. It will take care of your cell health, and it will support your arterial function. It will support your lung health, and it will maintain your healthy liver function. There's a broad spectrum. Even if you don't eat all of these things in the greens, surely spinach you have, surely the green peppers you have, surely the watercress you have, the lettuce you have, the zucchini, the broccoli, the Brussels sprout, the green beans, the soya beans, the green tea, the kale, the collard greens. You have a choice within the green, which are very, very, very beneficial, because we want these nutrients, the nutrients that are found. That is why even the cooking of these things is crucial. Maybe we will have sometime to talk specifically of these EGCG and the lutein, the isoflavoids, the isothiocytes. We will talk about them, that you understand why are you eating a specific food. What is it that you want to achieve by eating that food? Think before you eat. So we come to this one, the purple one. What does it do? It actually takes care of your brain, cognitive health, right? The heart health, the support, arterial function, the antioxidant. It protects you like your antibiotic. It's protecting you. And what is that? The mulberries, the blueberries, all the berries that I'm consuming right now, the strawberries, the red cabbage, the black currants, the eggplant, the purple sweet potato, the black beans, plums, beets, blackberries. All these you see, they touch your brain. Cognitive health, it means the mental health, your bones, your motor, your long bones. You are not at 40, but you are moving like a wiper already. By the time you reach 60, you are neither nor there already. It's scary where people are crying with backache at the age of 30. Yo, takalaka le bohloko jwang fela. Hey, check what you are eating. Period. Check what you are eating. It's a sign that you don't have to ignore. There's a problem. Okay? We come to the red. The red. That's where your testosterone needs protection. Prostate. So, can't you then get guava? pomegranate, radish, raspberries, strawberries, tomatoes, red apple, cranberries, watermelon. It's season of watermelon now. But please don't just buy. Don't just buy.
Yes.
Research
Yes.
your farmers where they are and buy those, because a lot of watermelons, they are so expensive, but I'm worried they don't have seed. What is it? What are they? Okay? Your
Yeah.
prostate health needs that.
Yeah.
Your cell health, you remember, it needs that. What do we need in that? We want the lycopene. We want the allergic acid that is found there. It's science now. We will talk about these things. We are capable of talking about them. It's not a very difficult thing to understand. You will understand. Our mission is that don't learn the names. Understand the logic behind why you eat watermelon. It's not for
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Something is more beneficial in watermelon, in that strawberry.
Yeah.
There's something that you want to get there, right?
Yes.
So take an opportunity, because they are seasonal, these things. Unfortunately, beyond March, don't bother yourself about buying. In winter, you all of a sudden get a strawberry. Be worried. Where does it come from? All of a sudden. Because you soon waste money and buy something GMO, which is going to be harmful again to your body. We have the yellow. There's a variety. People, when we talk about yellow, they just think about citrus. And even in that citrus, they just thought about orange. There's a lot of things that you can choose. If you don't like orange, you have carrots, you have apricots, you had a sweet potato, you had the squash, you have papaya, you have corn, you have pineapple, you have passion fruit that people hate so much, you have the cantaloupe. It's something looking inside, it's yellow. Outside, it's something that's cantaloupe, covered like with a skin type of, you might not. So your eyes are taken care of. Your healthy immune function, it maintains your skin hydration, it maintains healthy growth and development. So at least a day out of 5, you can have 1 or 2 depending on your budget. If you afford, well and good, eat 5 colors of vegetables, 5 colors of fruits. The white, people only know white only when it comes to onion and garlic. No, there's white kidney beans, there's horseradish, there's mushrooms, there's pears, there's black-eyed peas, there's cauliflower. So, Alison, it's found in that group of food. Make a concerted effort, at least a day. Whatever you do or come across, don't just buy. Have a mission of, now that I know This is how I'm going to take care of my body. But of course, you cannot do anything with the same mind that created it. As the host indicated, these things, this awareness, and this new start, it's not gonna work if you want to continue with your lifestyle, reckless lifestyle, bad, wrong eating habits, and. The new start is going to be boring you because you wouldn't necessarily see any results, unfortunately, because no car can function properly where you put a new oil on top of dirty oil. It's still gonna give you the same performance as before. So we need to clean up. We need to decide first whether you want to make your health right or you want to see with your own eyes going down the drain. That's your choice. Nobody else. But now, this is disturbing me. It's always disturbing me, right? People make choices, which is their right to make that choice. But now, having chosen comes a problem. We are all have to be involved. And it's a pain, that thing. It is a pain. People need to listen and do. Because it costs now, I'm no better. On a daily basis, I sacrifice on a number of things that I like and love to eat. I sacrifice. I say no. It's not easy. Especially where there are people, many. You go to funerals, you go to parties, you go everywhere where people are. You have to make a choice. And it's not easy. And I remember way back when I was still practicing nursing, we loved to go and partying and all those things. I didn't drink alcohol. And I didn't go there in wanting to go there. It was, I was stranded. I have to ask lift, ended up in that. And people were doing whatever they're doing. I'm mercifully waiting that I'll be taken back to nurse's home because I was from home and I didn't have transport. You know what? Early hours of the morning, they're still partying and drinking, the guys. And the other one came. Yeah, you don't drink. So you want to come and search us after we are drunk here. Why are you sitting? The person just walloped on me. So you see, you become an outcast. And it's not easy. That I'm just making this aware that when you are determined to make your lifestyle changes, it's not gonna be easy. Not at all. You will lose friends. You'll be ridiculed, isolated. But for the sake of the very people, you just have to persevere and understand that you yourself, you were once one day, at a certain time, just like them. Now you have now chosen a path that it's not easy to walk, but you want healthy lifestyle. So now coming to just mention other things that when you make your choices of what you should eat, understand the mission and the food, the logic behind this food. I've just given you one part that why do we eat, right? There's a reason for each and everything that you are eating. You want to get something for your organ, okay? And now we can sometimes be 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 so overwhelmed, and you just this I heard that they said I must buy this, I must buy this, I must buy this, I must eat this, I must eat this. So you start buying like that, and the crisis comes where now you just bought, but you didn't even research. That's why from the beginning, I said befriend yourself with the local farmers. And before I forget, majority of people don't eat these things that I will mention. They don't eat beans. You heard that in all these 4, 5, there's beans mentioned in all of them. Ne? In the pepper, there's black beans mentioned. When last did you eat beans? In the red, we've got they don't have here. In the yellow, also they have yellow. They don't have. They instead have spinach and sweet potato. In the white, they have the kidney beans. Okay? The kidney beans. And they have the black-eyed beans. Have you seen that? Have you seen the black-eyed beans? I don't think so. So, these people don't eat. They don't eat. They don't eat beans. They don't eat. When they think about green beans, which are the fresh beans, which are good because they fall under green. But then there are those beans, and the benefits you have heard about them. But I've seen most people, beans they don't eat. 2, most people don't eat the right healthy nuts. They don't eat. So the nuts that will help you are these ones. I see the matokoman. These walnuts or the brain. You can see even the way they are shaped. They are shaped like the brain. But I just bought these. I do have the ones that are still in the shelf. And they are the nuts that we need to strive to eat. You see how they are shaped. If you open the brain, you'll find it drawn like this. This is the brain. Is the section of the brain. Okay? So people don't eat. That's another thing. And because I eat my smoothies, my soft porridge, I grind them. I grind them like this. I grind them, make them like this. This helps me even to use them also to my soup, my curries, my gravies. You make your tomato. You don't use these soups that people normally buy. You have your corn flour, you have this, you make your gravy. So that is things that I'm saying. I just want to give that upfront that when you research, don't be selective again. You until you are now repairing, you are now maintaining. You need to go all out. There's this thing that people love so much, including myself. There are some facts about eggs, okay? And this was said by the Vaughan Boulevard, ne? In his research, he says eggs are a masterpiece of nature, containing all necessary protein, vitamin, and minerals to nourish an unborn chick to maturity. Unfortunately, it has become a highly suspect food and should not be eaten unless you are certain. Mark those words. Unless you are certain the fowls are free range. And how would you know that? You should know the source. How are they rearing? Because people write labels. You buy thing is written free range. But are you able to make your effort, concerted effort to search that is it true? It's a free range, right? And not a battery housed and fed. Ne? Is it a free range? And the fowl is locked in the cage so small it barely has room to turn around. Even the chickens, if then this chicken is just locked in there, we will talk about what is happening with the chicken that has to be allowed to move around, because that's the meat that a lot of people can afford and love. And now we will talk sometime to make people aware why the fowl has to be a fowl that has to be going around. Okay, so now the they're just a chemical. They eat food that just deceive you that it's got this colorant and all those things to appear yellow and all those things. So you see how important it is that we know what we are eating. Fine, you have bought eggs. Fine, you eat the eggs. But then the problem is it benefiting you?
Yeah.
That is the problem. So the same with meat. It's the meat you are eating grass-fed food. What does it eat? So that is a problem that is going to add. Now, the issue of chickens, issue of cows, the chicken, let me talk about the chicken. The chickens are made to take 21 days to make chickens, chicks and all those things. But now you see, you eat the chickens, the eggs that are being made every day, every hour, every minute, every what makes them to have eggs? I've gone to that place. The chicken goes, eat this thing. When it goes, poo, eggs, poo, eggs, poo, eggs. By the day, this chicken has taken out so many eggs. What is happening? These things are eating and injected things, the very estrogen that we women, it's in majority, it's many in us. Men do have a little bit. Now here it is this man eating this chicken, and it increases. He's got the estrogen. He does have estrogen and progesterone. Now here it is, he's eating the chicken, the gauge goes up, okay, to men. And now what is happening is that there it is, he's got breasts now, all of a sudden, this man. He's got the back size, the stomach, and what is happening with the testosterone? It's overpowered now by this hormone. And you start to be a changed person, feeling somehow. So these are the things that I'm saying. Whenever we do whatever, we need now to think and be mindful that, yes, I want to make right, but these are the facts that we need to take note of. Reading the labels is crucial and very important. And I think with these facts, I'm just highlighting them for you to be able to understand that food, it's food. It's not food if it's not in its natural form. And that is why these facts matter. So I'm not sure whether it's there anything other than to say, for me, because I'm just mindful of us not going beyond 1.5 hours, almost 2 hours. We need to understand, Bontate, that we have to know whenever you pick up anything, you put it in your mouth, this energy drinks, that sugar, it's killing your mind, it's killing your manhood as a whole. It's even contributing to other chronic diseases that are very, very, very detrimental. You have got hypertension, you have diabetes. It's affecting your mental state, and it's affecting your intimate relationship. It's affecting that. Your moods. This person who doesn't think properly, you have these mood swings. Check your diet, please. Check what you are eating. Is it not impacting? Eating and drinking, is it not impacting to whatever you in your body, mentally, physically, spiritually? Check your diet. It's very crucial. And be a child, please. Those who are being prepared, somebody preparing food with love. Please, just be deliberate. She's got an interest at heart not to have a sickling husband. Like now, I'm talking to people who, one, have to make decision with their lifestyle, habits of eating, of drinking. That's the first time. It's you who needs to decide. No one is going to decide for you. Two, learn the very things I need you to, from today, go and make lists of all things that you don't love to eat. Make a list of all the things that you don't love to eat and check against this that I have just shown you. This test has taught a lot of people that the very food that they don't love, that are the very food that they must actually eat for their own health. Unless then you really want that, because I'm talking here of at the very last stage of the diseases now, the acute stages. Now, most of people are already on this stage. They are already on this stage. No one, as I'm talking now, doesn't have any chronic challenge. No one. Can he raise his hand? Bontate? No one doesn't have any chronic. So I'm speaking about the fifth stage. You have missed this one, this one, you are here. Now, the stage that is left is the degenerative stage, where you're gonna just be told that you've got cancer, you've got this, and you start to believe. So 4 stages you have missed. You missed the acute stage, you missed the subacute stage, you missed the chronic stage, you missed the subacute stage. You are now left with 1. So we are trying to rescue here, guys. Serious rescue. Lucky if you are still at this one, because you have things like hay fever, cirrhosis, you now pose with pneumonia, you have your organs, you don't perform very well even in your intimacy. You are this person who's moody, very angry person, anything, even the fly, you are. So now we are saying today, please check those things. How are you on a daily basis? What makes you who you are health-wise on a daily basis? That is the message, that food is good. Research your food and make sure that if you prepare food for yourself, prepare it in a nutritional manner. You know, people sometimes have the right food. They choose the right food, mare, hey, baton. People can mess up food, those right food, they can mess up that food to no point, no return. I don't want these sauces and whatever. I want shared what is in those sauces. If you haven't created yourself from the beginning, I I don't see why you make your mayonnaise and then you still green salad. You then put mayonnaise. Why? Why? It's really not worth it anyway. It's not worth it. You are cooking for nice, ne? You are just cooking for nice, not for health. And that is a problem. Okay. So you can make simple energy boosters yourself, with simple things like pineapple, kiwi, and then chuck in the watermelon. You just chuck in your nuts there, and then your seeds also there. You have a full breakfast. Your breakfast is served. And it is important for you to take your breakfast, the right breakfast. So, and you need to have time of eating. This thing of eating whenever you feel hungry, it's not right. Have time, specific times of eating. That is how you then revert and have your life, your health in order, in a very inexpensive way. You continue now to pay the farmer, or you continue now with your reckless and unhealthy lifestyle, then you prepare to pay the farmer's care later in your life. Some reputable, very, very high people who worked so hard for this country goes to retirement, he dies. What has he been doing with his health during those years? It means he has been neglecting the body just the same as some of us. And whilst life, you can go, you are dancing, you are doing whatever you are doing, you are working hard, you are doing whatever you are doing. You forget that after this, there's still life. After what you are doing, there is still life. Think about that. You still want to enjoy this life. It's very painful. You reach 60, it's only two. They have even the scale that if you are living with anything now of chronic diseases, by age 60, your lifespan is this. So that gauge is carrying. So it is time for us to change the tilt, Let's balance, Buntate. Let's balance. And some might not succeed when I conclude. And this I take it to Taka Sunday. Go and find out what he says about why other people might not succeed. And he says, truth being told, some might not make it. And he says, these are the reasons. I'm just going to, it's very interesting to read this, right? He says, lack of discipline, it's one of them. Wrong friendships, lack of applied wisdom, lack of consistency, and prayerfulness, irresponsible. These are the things that I have them in black and white. Here are they. Whenever I do counseling, that's where we start. Are you prepared to change this situation? So that's what I'm saying to our men, that consider this in a very loving way, that we love you, we want you healthy. And mentally, whatever comes your way, there won't be any anger, hatred, and all those things. There won't. You will be cool-minded, and you will be making the decisions based on a mind, a sound mind. But right now, majority of our men, that's why our prisons are so full, because they are triggered by anger. And this is not because whatever came to him is the one. No, it's because her mental health is not balanced. That is why anything triggers, it just shoots right there. So health is very crucial. And I hope with this, we will be honestly making sure that we take good care of our health. And I thank you for listening and saving a high diet in vegetables, fruits, grains, and water also saves you what? Time, money, medical expenses, human relationships. Friendships are breaking, marriages are breaking, courtships are breaking, because the mind is not balancing. So let us avoid this typical Western diet, refined sweets, salty, commercialized. You see it on a TV, you're gonna make it for your man. The man goes and pass by the restaurant, he saw it there, he buys that, he didn't even research. Quick, crazy, expensive food. You always want the takeaways. You need to increase your brown rice, brown flour, pastas, beans, peas, cereals. Increase your vegetable intake. Choose which in the 5 fruits, which on the vegetables you enjoy. Ne? It can't be all of them, I understand. Increase vegetables, increase your fruit intake. But first, clean up. You give away something. You can't want to take and pile on the debt. Never. It doesn't work like that. Clean up, and that is the way that your health is gonna be better. And what we put in our stomachs is the one that is gonna maintain your health. Your mental health is dependent on what you put in here. And I think with that, people, maybe some they knew, some they might not be knowing, but as known, and you have been protected all along. But now that you know the truth and you don't do it, you don't walk in it, you have given yourself to a miserable life. nothing is gonna save, but you have chosen these five, 6 things that I have just mentioned by Taka Sunday. You are not succeeding, or you are not going to succeed, because these are your choices that you have made on your health, and nothing is gonna help then. But then understand that you put other people in what you were warned not to do, and you chose, and you feel adamant. Maybe you have even examples, living people, and those who are sleeping already. You know the examples, you have seen them. It's really scary, guys. It's really scary. Our men, please don't drop whatever it's not helping your health. Drop it. These things of sitting in a cell phone, please look an alternative for what you can do, because those chemicals are destroying your organs mentally, spiritually, and you are accountable to what you are showing those whom you say you are leading. You are the head, but you are doing something that you know it's detrimental to them. So let's think about those things. The food that we eat, let's think before. And those who are preparing for others, think before. Men are like children. They love cooked food, nicely cooked food. Know what your man likes, I know my husband used to, when he cooks, we know that we're gonna eat rice with meat, with a lot of potatoes and mhluzi, the gravy. That's what he loved so much. He would buy the squash, and that is what we're gonna be eating. We knew just on Sunday when he's going to cook, that's what we're gonna eat. And it was enjoyable, that food. We enjoyed it. It was nice. It's cooked with love. He used to be a person doesn't like mix masala of salads. That's why even in his funeral, he gave a clear instruction: no salads. I don't want salads on my grave, on my burial. So what I'm saying is that make it fun, know his interests, and don't be Peter and be learn learn what is his likes and dislike, and create to attract him, just like you do with the children. I don't know who taught them. My mother would say, it's now, you are just born now, but you already tell me you don't like carrots. You're gonna eat them. Who taught you these carrots are not nice, or beetroot, or whatever, or pumpkin and whatever? Children today, that's what they are doing, and they are allowed. What does he know? What does he know about it? He doesn't like it. It's you who doesn't like it. He saw you not eating it, so you want to put a blame to him. Train a child the way that when he is old, he's not going to forget it. Proverbs 22 verse 6, that's what it's saying. So training also your man, cook food with love, prepare on time. Don't prepare when the husband is here, your child is here. Prepare. Think in the morning. that this is what my family is going to eat today, and prepare, learn to prepare if you really want a healthy family. That's my talk, and I thank you very much. Yes, I might have stepped the toes of others. I'll just say truth most of the time hurts, but I can't apologize for that. Sorry. This is the truth, and it has to be told. How bitter it is, it has to be told. So I'm just a servant here called to serve those who are looking. That's the job that we are given, including YM. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gogo. Yeah, without change, we will not go anywhere. And I want to say to people, you know what? The beauty about having the Holy Spirit and Yeshua is you don't have to do this on your own. The work of the Holy Spirit, it's exactly that, to help you with these things, because so that we cannot do all of these things on our own. It is impossible to do it. It doesn't matter how much knowledge I have, how much wisdom, how many doctorates, professorship, whatever I have. We have the knowledge, we have the understanding, and all of these things. However, even Solomon does say that wisdom is from God. Only God gives wisdom. So Jehovah is the only one who will give you wisdom. And from that, you will then start to build with knowledge and understanding. So don't think that you can do this on your own. It's impossible to do it on your own. First thing, the only thing you have power over is to be willing. Jehovah is someone who does not expose himself in our lives. You have to say, I want to do this, or I no longer want to be angry. I used to struggle with anger a lot. I had one hell of a temper. And one day I woke up and I said, I don't want this anymore. Jehovah, help me. And he did that. So it was not because of my wisdom, no, but I agreed, I took it up, and I said, let's embark on this journey. And when this is happening, you don't even see it. It's so easy. It's not something that is so difficult. But when we rely on our own understanding, then that's when we relapse, we struggle, it's not easy, blah blah, all those things. So what is needed is for you to agree to partner and to let the Holy Spirit be your counselor, because that way it will happen. And I know a lot of people always say, I used to say that we all going to die anyway, so why do I even bother? Yes, we are. And now also, let me be very academic and say there is a difference between dying and sleeping, your death sleep, to go and wait for the day of judgment. There is a total difference. You can die while still walking. Your death can be 33 years ago or when you turned 50, but you are still working. You are like a zombie. Many of us are like that. So, and also now I sort of understand this religion that says when you die, death has defeated you. Because my interpretation of that is that, look, dying in pain. I'm a nurse. I've been in hospital. I've seen how people suffer before they die. Kaneti, it is dying because you are suffering. But all of us were meant to exit this world, to transition back home. Sleeping, guys, it's a peaceful process. It's a peaceful thing to happen. It's not something that you have to force. You close your eyes and you sleep. With this one, you happen to not wake up again. Don't we all want to go out of this world like that? Transition. You sleep, you go to sleep, and look at, we so much read the scriptures. Where do we ever see any of the prophets who existed in this world going to sleep, having been sick? I haven't seen that in the Bible, where any of the prophets went to sleep, to his death sleep, and they were sick. None of them. They would either even be persecuted. That is how they would die, because of their strong conviction. So we need to make it an effort. For me, that's how I want to live this world. I don't want to suffer. Suffering is not for me. So, and even for people around me, because some people will say, but why do you take so much effort and blah blah blah. It's because we were never meant to exit this world having suffered. There is already one person who came, he suffered on our behalf. Therefore, suffering is not our portion. Even in health, it's not our portion. So that's why, for me, I am so passionate about health. And number two, you don't, yes, there is the spiritual aspect of this. There is the mind, emotions, and will part of it, which we call the soul. And to help the physical, some people might say, I don't know, how to do this, where to start, and all of that. If you are struggling with that, that's why we are here. That's why we exist, because we want to empower you. So book that appointment. It's free. You don't have to pay for anything. Book the appointment, have your consultation. Let's talk. Whether you're struggling with physical issues or psychological issues, mental health issues, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's unpack this, and let's heal. Let's heal and live a free life, disease-free life. Disease-free life is possible. It's very much possible. All you need to do is to believe. So I want to end this with a testimony, where I want to show people that what we are saying is very much doable. Last week, Tuesday, I had to go fetch my ailing father. And anyone who's in health, if you've ever nursed anyone who has hypertension, cardiac failure, which we call heart failure, kidney failure, gut problem, coughing, all of those things, you name it. We are in our world, we will call it multiple organ failure. That's what we will call it, and it would be like, there's no hope. And how do you know that the kidneys and the heart are now affected? Simple: edema of the legs. The legs will be so swollen, and simply what that tells you is that the kidneys are not doing their job in terms of draining the water. The cells are also not opened up. I earlier showed the picture of the cell. So the cells are not absorbing water, but the brain is telling the body that you need water, drink. So you keep on drinking water because you feel thirsty, but the water, just like with diabetes, where the cells are saying, I'm hungry, you are eating, but the food is not getting to the cells. It's the same with this water that accumulates on the legs. So all those things were happening. All those things were happening. Couldn't walk because the legs are heavy, most they are full of water. Then this new start, the 8 pills, it's what got him out of that. That very, between 4 and 5 stage, actually fits, because that was chronic stage. So that stage, it's we don't know. Let's just give love, and what else can we do? But through new start, food, our medicine. That's it. Day 1, detox, complete detox. And this thing, guys, of when somebody's ill, you pump them with food. No, the poor stomach is saying, give me a break. The body is in trouble. I'm in a 911 situation. Don't send food my way. And that thing of a person will be weak. Guys, our faith has to work. I'm not boasting. Motoho, let's stop for a little bit and be of sound mind. There is a reason that verse is there in the Bible. Do not fear. Be sober-minded. Don't panic. Be sober-minded. Listen to the Holy Spirit, because it does talk to you. It ministers to you to say, do 1, 2, 3. There's new start. The first thing is detox. Detox the body. Take out the toxins. The minute you take out the toxins, you kickstart functioning of the organs, and they thank you. They thank you, the toxins, the organs, the major organs. And I always say my theory is 3 days. That's my theory. COVID taught me that 3 days, it's all you need to turn things around. 3 days, that number, I love it. I love it. In 3 days, the edema was starting to subside. Guys, on Saturday, the 73-year-old guy went to climb a mountain using a stick, yes, but he climbed a mountain. And what does that do? You are bringing your mind back, that mind, I'm the boss here. You will hear, I'm taking back control. We're now gonna do the work. There was no synthetic medicine. I told Jehovah, I said, I am taking this medicine, I'm putting it there. I'm not giving this guy this medicine.
Was that in the cause the body? like with that.
So
So you are
yes, I
detecting
took
what
those pills. Yeah, I took those pills. I put them there, and it's faith. It's faith, guys. It's faith. You cannot be Thomas or doubting Thomas. You want to put the finger on the hand. No, do not. This is not for sissies. You have to be very, very, very strong in your faith. And today, I'm going to actually do a video that shows you before and that shows you today. Today, he went for a 3 kilometers walk today by himself without a stick. Without a stick. So, like Gogo said, discipline, determination, and being consistent, because with COVID we learned that a lot of people actually died because of COVID, because when they were starting to get better, they relaxed. So consistency is very important. Give yourself 21 days. 3 days you'll start to feel better, but to really be sure you are out of danger, give yourself 21 days. Don't be complacent, because the enemy is watching. If you lose sight,
and he's
you
fighting.
will regret it. You will regret it. So like Gogo said, guys, we have very few men on this world. Let's help take care of them. And now I'm not afraid to say it, to say it's the yes, they are responsible, but accountability is on us as the carers. Whether you are the mother, you are the wife, you are the sister, you are any role that you are playing, we are the ones that are giving the care, and health is part of that care, making sure that the people that are put under our care, as we are serving them, that's our ministry, to be the carers, the nurturers, all these soft things. That's our job. So it's we cannot run away from that, and Beijing cannot do that for us. And I do understand some people are saying, but guys, it's nice for you to talk this way. We are working. When do I have time to prepare that food and all of those things? Where there's a will, that's my motto. My people know, if there is a will, there is a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Sunday, you have all the time to actually prepare food, even for the whole week, package it, and it will be fresh. You won't have to go and buy anything. Because that's the start. And actually, Gogo already gave me what we're gonna start with next year. We've spoken a lot about cell health, you know, different kinds of challenges and all of that. I think now, and yes, we might, or we will have to be careful on how we present this, but I really think we need to now talk about food. And maybe even if we use the color model to show people that this is really doable, and the right ways, because a lot of times we do cook these things, we do eat them. Food preparation, what to buy, where to buy, looking, really doing research, because the theme next year, I think, it's let's make food our medicine. A clear theme for our health promotion Mondays. Let's make food our medicine. And there's so much to talk about there. So much. because we want you to live a life free of this system. And the only way you can do that is if, first of all, you believe and you have faith that works. And how do we develop faith? The word has to be preached, heard, and believed. Then we can start talking about faith. We come from there. Gogo started her journey over 20 years ago. We were very critical of her. We were like, hey, leave us alone and all of that. We didn't, by grace, we did not even have to get to the ill stage where you are now forced to do these things. But now it's joyful. And I was telling my brother on Friday that I think one of the things that makes things easy for us is that we never liked rules. We never liked rules. So anything that, takes you out of the rules system, that's our thing, because that's a narrow road. That's a narrow road. So yeah, this might be our last live for the year, but I know Gogo will want to come back and close the year nicely. So next week we will give her a chance to come and close the year. But in terms of our programs, this week will be the last week where we are posting, and next week is just reflections, where we remind people on different programs where we started, what have we done, and just allowing reflections. But it's been wonderful. We are grateful for this opportunity, for all the knowledge, all the the passion that Gogo is giving to us. She's now known. Even on Saturday they were asking, where is Gogo? We want to climb a mountain with her. So she's now a celebrity. So thank you guys, to those that are loyal and those that are new in this platform. Thank you. Without your support, without you actually encouraging us and following us, we wouldn't have been here, because that's how you are motivating us to say there is space for what you are doing. To us, this is a ministry. It's not like we want to get anything out of it. No. That's why even our spiritual retreats are free. We don't want people to pay for these things, because Yah gave them to us for free. Like Gogo said, nature is where life is. So we want to take you there so that you can experience that. And I think with that being said, make food your medicine, guys. Make food your medicine. You will never ever have to go and visit the doctor. And whenever you have any symptom, don't panic. Your body is communicating to you. Ask for guidance. What do I need to do? We are on WhatsApp, we are on SMSs, on emails. Ask a question. Even if you think this is a stupid question, ask it. Let's empower you. Let's empower you. That way you kickstart your journey. But be willing to do things the unconventional way, because that I promise you, when you come and you say, I have gout, we say, no, you don't have gout. Your body is just concentrated with toxins. So let's take out those toxins, and you won't have, we don't deal with diagnosis here. Really, we don't.
And next year we consider also children. Children. We talk
Yes, yes,
as
yes.
we need to start from that foundation, children.
Yeah, very true. Even actually from conception, because earlier you said kids, Granny used to say, where did this child learn to not like this? From here, from the mother's womb, they learned that whatever I did not eat when I was pregnant and I was saying I don't like this, my child is used to, they eat even when they are in the stomach. So those things that I was, and even my emotions, because sometimes we even have this strong conviction about something, so they also gonna have a strong conviction about that, to say I don't want this. I didn't eat meat when I was pregnant. I could only stomach liver. That was the only thing. And lo and behold, I have a child who doesn't care for meat. Doesn't even care for meat. The first thing she thinks of when she thinks food, it's anything but meat. So this thing starts from conception in the uterus. In the uterus. Yeah, so thank you guys.
From the beginning, from the
Yeah,
sperm,
yeah.
egg,
On the yes,
it started to be formed from.
already,
What was your
already.
mood? You were
Yes,
fighting, you were
yes.
all cracking each other. Yeah, no, it's gonna be exciting because people are saying, what's wrong with these children? What's happening
Yeah.
with these children?
Oh.
Let's stop that. It's everything wrong with us.
Yeah.
It's
And like
everything
we
wrong
said,
with us.
the beginning we
Don't have
said
any-
this. The beginning we said this. You are pointing at the child. Three is pointing at you. What did you do, or what did you not do? So look at you, the lifestyle you led when you conceived, and then you will find your answer there. There. So in
We are
fact, we will
coming-
start with the very DNA. We will start with the seed, the DNA. What's in the DNA? We'll start with the seed when we come back next year. God willing. Yeah.
Was it healthy?
Yes.
Was it
Yes.
healthy? Children drinking whatever, then I start to be pointing. Whereas I was drinking JC Leroux. What do I
Yeah.
think that this
Yeah.
child love?
True.
Takes it to
It's
the next level, a
let
higher
me
level. That's where it's
let me write it
Oh.
down. That's exactly what we're gonna say. What's wrong with these children? We're gonna say that. What's wrong with these children?
Yes. I love that one. If there's anything that we can even live to talk about, talking about everything, but talk about the children foundation. All these things which is happening, we would realize to stop pointing fingers to them, except
Yeah.
pointing to us. Let's leave them. Let's leave them. And people don't want to accept that we have wronged. We are disobedient Israelites. Even if we see the crisis, we don't want to take responsibility.
Yeah.
Period. We don't. And it starts with the very food. We go back to the food. What were you feeding that ovary? What were you
Yeah.
feeding that prostate?
Yeah.
For it
What were you
have
feeding?
the
The
healthy
incubator,
What
and the seed. Let's look at the incubator and the seed.
Was the soil prepared for this?
Yeah.
Because
Uh-huh.
now yo bana beso ibuyima inzima le nto le. Anyway, God willing,
You
who are
see?
willing,
You see?
who are willing.
Yeah. You see,
Yeah.
when grace locates faith, already we are into 2025, just like that. Guys, thank you very much. Have a wonderful afternoon. We love you. We'll see you next week when we actually close the year with Gogo Call to Serve. She will still do the lives. Not the lives, the videos. We're not stopping her. So throughout December, we will post on her behalf. We don't have a problem with that. I know with her, the for us is just to take a break. We just use these holidays to take a break. We don't observe them, just to be very clear. They mean nothing to us. For us is a time for family to be together and just to enjoy.
Of families, because during the year we go up and down past each other. So this month, because everything is closing, it's a yearly it's a yearly once off rest.
Yeah.
We've got weekly, we've got this one rest. So I thank you for
Bye, Tina.
as farmers. Well, not farmers even in December they work because that's the planting time. You know, there's rain, there's all
It's
those.
planting season. Yeah.
Yeah, we have to care for the crop so that by when everyone comes back, there's food still. You know,
There's food. Yes.
it's months that are very, very critical. So December, yes, we have 1 week only, 1 week and to connect with families and all those things. But in the main, that is what needs to happen, because if we don't, we miss the opportunity of taking care of our families and the communities and all those things. So
thank you and goodbye. Hi, Tina and goodbye. Thank you, Sis Doves. Thank you, Kwezi, for helping me with the likes. Yeah, I appreciate that. All right. Thank you, Gogo. Bye-bye.
the video.
Which video?
You promised to show us your sanitarium video.
Oh, I'll post it after. I'm gonna post it. Yes,
Okay.
I'm going to post it.
No problem. Thank you so much, guys.